Something about her, something you don't understand. It's in those eyes, the way she looks. She's alluring. She intrigues you. You know you shouldn't take that drink. You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't take that ride. Because you know it's not going to end well. In film noir, it never ends well. You see, the term film noir was coined in 1946 by a French film critic, Frank. My personal go-to, if I'm telling anybody to watch or see their first film noir, is this one right here, Out of the Past, with Robert Mitchum and Jane Greer. It has everything that I think a film noir should have. We'll go over that. See, the aesthetic and look of the film noir comes from the early 1900 films in Germany, the German Expressionism movement, usually in the 1910s, 1920s. So if you've seen stuff like Dr. Caligari, of course, and the original Dr. Caligari, and films of that ilk, then you'll know exactly what I mean when I say German Expressionism. You don't look at something like M to get kind of an idea. There's a different look to it. Film noir, in its original form, is basically in its heyday from the 1940s to 1950s. We'll talk about the continuation and the success of the neo-noir in another video. But right now, we're looking at film noir in and of itself. And there are some great film noirs out there. And before we get into the collecting of them, let's just mention a couple. From 1907's Born to Kill with Lawrence Tierney and Claire Trevor, with this raw animalistic lust and passion that leads way to danger. To Double Indemnity with Fred MacMurray and Barbara Stanwyck. To the incredibly visceral Gun Crazy with Peggy Cummings. The absolutely fantastic Out of the Past with Robert Mitchum and Jane Greer. And the first, Maltese Falcon with Humphrey Bogart. Film noir was here to stay. At least for a while. As mentioned before, the heyday of the film noir in its initial run was from the 1940s and 1950s. Everything comes and goes and has its glory day. Film noir is nothing if not glorious. See, with the film noir, you're meeting this hero that is mostly tragic. Temptation will happen. Wrong decisions will be made. Many wrong decisions will be made. Greed, passion, lust, murder. They all inherently are embraced in the film noir. It's films with shadows and angles, and it looks glorious and gorgeous and foreboding. And as a viewer, you know where it's going. You know it's a train wreck. You want to stop it. You want to tell the hero or heroine, this can only lead to one thing. This can only lead one way. But you're fascinated and you're watching. It's one of the reasons film noir is one of my favorite genres to collect. I started early with the Warner sets that came out. It was one of the ways to get some of the truly best film noir. See, Warner Brothers killed it with this genre. And I have 3 of the sets in my collection right now, which I will show you, and I'll show you why you need to get them. The first one that I picked up wasn't Volume 1. The first one that I picked up was Volume 3. See, if you want to know about film noir, if you want to really learn about the genre itself, TCM did this amazing documentary called Bringing Darkness to Light. And it's an incredible film. It just runs over 68 minutes long, and it goes through the film noir. It gives you some great examples of film noir to collect, and some of the key players, the key films. It's just a wonderfully fascinating documentary. And has these vintage Crime Must Pay shorts on there, which I thought were a lot of fun. And this one does have some really good films on here as well. Um, I would point out things like Ricardo Montalban in the border incident. His Kind of Woman, actually. Another Robert Mitchum one with Jane Russell. And you can't go wrong with Mitchum. If you see a film noir and it's got Robert Mitchum, you know it's going to be good. The really interesting Raymond Chandler one. Chandler's work was used a lot in film noir. And Lady in the Lake. What's really kind of neat about this one is Robert Montgomery plays the main character, and you don't really see him unless he's looking into a mirror. So, because you're seeing it through his eyes. Have the On Dangerous Grounds, Lupine and Robert Ryan, another name to look for when it comes to film noir. And back to Robert Mitchum and Elizabeth Scott, who is in a lot more film noir than you would expect, actually. And Robert Ryan again in The Racket. So just some incredible ones there. Not many there that I would consider like probably the first tier, but at least they're at the very latest they're like second tier noir that I absolutely adore. Volume 2, as we go backwards, would have some incredible things from Born to Kill, as I mentioned earlier, with Lawrence Tierney and Claire Trevor. This is an amazing one. It is Lawrence Tierney should have been a star, and unfortunately, due to like some things of his own accord, he wasn't. Not in the way that he could have been. He was raw. He was animalistic. He really played these roles, and maybe a little bit too close to home. But Tierney is amazing in this. Walter Slezak is fantastic in this one here. It's a wonderful film, and Robert Wise directs the hell out of this movie. This is an incredible film, and it's a must for absolutely every film noir fan. One of my personal favorites, and sadly, the is The Noir Margin. This was remade, but forget the remake. This is a really good one. It's a really good film with the Charles McGraw and Mary Windsor. Mary Windsor. It's like different than you might expect. It's done by Richard Fleischer. But what's really cool is there's a commentary on here from late director William Friedkin, who just does an incredible job in here. Any one of the sets from Crossfire to could easily be chosen. And this is the original one. Now a lot of these now, by the way, are out on Blu-ray from Warner Archives. So just keep looking out for those. If you are going to start a film noir collection, though, this should be your first. This should be your first right here. This one and Maltese Falcon picked them up at the same time. This is an absolutely fantastic film. Robert Mitchum and Jane Greer. It is one of the best film noirs ever made. For me, I think it is the best film noir. It encapsulates everything that I think a film noir should be. And I got to talk about it with Robert Bellissimo. And on his channel, it was really, really interesting to actually get to chat on that one. The Asphalt Jungle with Sterling Hayden. Just a wonderful film noir. If you've never seen it, 100% pick this up. It's Jan Huston. It's fantastic. Gun Crazy. I can watch this one anytime. And I think Peggy Cummins is like so underrated. And yeah. Murder My Sweet. Philip Marlowe. Because yeah, we're getting back into this. This is by Edward Dmytryk, and he would do some really good film noirs. Again, it's another Raymond Chandler. But everything here, absolutely everything here, is an absolute banger, and is a great place to start. Now, these sets here are older sets. They're Warner sets. I would recommend going for the Blu-ray editions, at least of these, if there's any on here that you want to get. Now, if you luck into some of the early ones, then that's fantastic as well. But let's dive into the more kind of focus sets. Let's go into the world of Blu-ray and film noir, because here's the thing. Film noir is a gorgeous looking genre, and Blu-ray just makes it look just that much more better. Kino's put out some amazing film noir sets. I have a couple of them. Their first original DVD set, as well as the first, I think, of the Kino Noir sets. There is a bunch of them now, and if you live in North America, I definitely recommend that you check some of those out. Some of my favorites actually come from the other side of the pond, from the UK, and there's some great ones in Australia that we'll talk about afterwards as well. But let's do a quick focus on Indicator. Indicator has put out some amazing film noir. They started it with this Columbia series right here. This is the first one, and you can see like some of the incredible films on here, from Escape in the Fog, Five Against the House, of course, the lineup. The Garment Jungle is really good. And they put a lot of work into these here. These were loaded up with commentaries and featurettes, location guides, episodes of like radio shows, and they did such amazing stuff. So you can see the covers right there. So I don't have to take them out of each of these. And it didn't stop with the first one. They came with the second volume right here. You can see, of course, an incredible one right there, which is Fair in Trinidad. And they kept it up. Like, if you want to like freeze frame that, you can. With the special features, because they're just so good. And they would go on to do a third volume, City of Fear. And the Sniper's really good, by the way. I have that as well in a single release from Umbrella Entertainment, which is really fantastic. So if you live in Australia, Umbrella Entertainment does a really good release for the Sniper. And again, even on the fourth volume, we've still got some real great ones here, like Brothers Rico and Chicago Syndicate. And they did a fifth volume, which I don't have, which has Humphrey Bogart films. And I think the sixth volume was Whistler movies. Now, they did go on to do the Universal Noir as well. And I really love the look of this one, by the way. Again, it has some amazing films on here. With some incredible special features. Collecting noir is one of those things where there's a bounty of choices. There's some others that I want to show you, actually. So many different box sets to look at, whether it's the Imprint Essential Film Noir Classics, of which there are like 5 sets out there now, and I'm sure more to come. With these here, like, they're absolutely gorgeous, extremely well done. The Kino sets are fantastic, and there are so many of these. You said there's 15 right there. I'm sure got to be getting close to 20. And Arrow Video has done some great film noir sets as well. Well, so many choices. Where do you start? It's definitely a genre filled with a lot of really good ones. But here's the thing. I think out of all the videos that I'm going to do on this, out of all the starter guides to collecting, the starting place for this is the easiest one. See, you start with some of the classics. So, Maltese Falcon, Out of the Past, Born to Kill, Gone Crazy, and of course, Double Indemnity. If you have any of these in your collection already, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching here already do, then you've already started your film noir collection. You're probably ready to dive into an Indicator or a Kino box set. Maybe you want to go to Umbrella and get some of their like ones or their double feature ones, or some of the Arrow. But for a lot of you, you may have started your film noir collection and just never realized it. Maybe you've sat down on a night watching TCM and watched a few of the films that are on here, enjoyed yourself, and just never took it as, oh, I'm watching a specific genre. I know I did early on. I used to watch CBC Late Night, and I just enjoyed the films. I didn't take it at the time as, okay, this is this genre from this time period. I was having a good time. I know, yeah, I'm not joking. Double Indemnity, it's one of the keystones of this whole one. See, Fred McMurray and Barbara Stanwyck are absolutely incredible in this. So is Edward G. Robinson. To be honest with you, he's good in everything. My initial viewing of Fred McMurray was more of like the Family Guy, the kind of the comedy guy. So I remember the first time I saw this was seeing a very different look at McMurray, and I'd always been, from a very young age, completely in love with Barbara Stanwyck. So nothing changed there. So there you go. If you're a film noir aficionado, if you're a fan, I'm sure you've got your own place where you'd do that start. So in the comment section below, let me know, let everybody that's watching know where you think they should start. Where do you think are some key film noirs? Maybe there's a lot that I've missed out on, and I'm pretty sure there is. Anyway, my name is Aaron. Thank you once again for joining me in the Call to Cinema. Like, share, subscribe, do all that jazzy stuff so I don't head down some twisted, shadowy, angular road. And while you're there, if you really want to, you can join the Patreon or the members, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know exactly what's around that next dark, shadowy corner. I am Aaron. Get some film noirs. Let me know what your favorites are. Let me know what your favorite film noirs are. Let me know ones that you think I should have. Are there any box sets? Are there any companies that are putting out some amazing stuff? I know I need to get in imprint stuff. I know there are some imprint like noirs that I just need to have in my collection. But which ones do you think are the ultimate must for anybody that's collecting? I want to know. Talk to you soon.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step farther and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.